Excuse me, baby. Go. Yeah, you baby. Back. Ooh, you groovy, baby. In. Let's make a movie, baby. Time. Excuse me, baby.
Is anybody hungry? We're always hungry.
You groovy, baby. Back. Let's make a movie, baby. Time.
It's Mr. Worldwide, Agent A, reporting live from Cape Canaveral, MK, Big Sight, let's ride. Back in.
The reason we named the restaurant Nebo was because we grew up in the North End, and actually it was just spur of the moment. I did a business plan and they said they needed a name. I said, I don't have a name. And just to basically shut them up, I said Nebo. Then they go, what's Nebo? I go, North End, Boston. And everyone liked it. And we ended up finding a location in the North End.
Miami equals black mask, black gloves with a little bit of rope to tie. I flipped it, black suits, white shirts.
We weren't chefs before we opened Nebo. We never worked in a restaurant, we never cooked, we never hostessed. Christine came up with this idea after hairdressing for like, what, 17 years?
Yeah.
When Christine decides she needs a change, we're done. So
It was a midlife crisis.
Yep, 5 weeks later we had a business plan, and 5 months after that we opened a
Go
restaurant.
back in time.
How did I come up with the title Oil and Onions?
Okay, so
Give
she
credit
did.
where credit's due.
Okay, she did.
Okay.
So, you know, we always say that everything we do stemmed around food in our family.
Yes.
And some of the best memories just comes from the smell of the food. And one of the things that Christina always says is our best smell of food is oil and onions in the morning on a Sunday morning when my mother was making a gravy. We'd be upstairs. And when we say gravy, we mean, most people call it sauce, meatballs and braciole, spare rib. That smell of the onion sizzling in the oil on a Sunday morning, I think that it's just not about the gravy, it's about the whole family and
The whole experience.
it's people coming
The
over.
gathering.
Back in my mind. But to understand the future, we have to go back in time.
The best way for us to describe the North End is it's all about family. It's all about warmth. Still the safest place to live. Everybody, maybe sometimes too often, they see you coming and going. What time you left in the morning, what time you arrived back at night. But there's that comfort level that everybody's there watching over you.
And I don't think when she says family, she just means our family.
No, I'm talking
I mean, we call
family,
everybody
yeah.
Cuz when you walk down the street. Hi, Cuz, how you doing? Everybody's your gumada, gumbada. Everybody came from, you know,
Well,
they're my paisan. We come from the
But
same
what's
town in
nice
Italy.
is that you have old stories. Like my mother goes back, she's 78 years old, and she, you know, still sees people that knew her mother, and the stories just continue, and everybody talks and reminisces all the time.
He's holding my hand.
Yeah.
I love it.
I love it.
He knows.
It says N in it. My big, it's too big. What do we get? Well, we need a bunch of stuff, but Albie will help us see.
Good.
Bonita? Bonita. Actually, I want Bonita. You got it?
Yeah, I think that's what's nice about it is because it doesn't matter. You always think you know everything, and then all of a sudden you run into somebody else. And we just ran into a gentleman that was saying how my father worked for his grandfather and his father in an oil company, olive oil company, from the time he was 9. And we didn't know that until a couple of years ago.
So guess why we're really here today?
It's gotta be the slush.
That's right. That green barrel. First day out?
I'm your pusher man. I'm your pusher man.
What's really nice about Christine and I living next door to each other is the fact that we really enjoy each other's company.
Come on in. What are we doing? Got a lot of shopping to do today. How you doing?
We go for our walks together in the morning, and the funniest thing is we don't discuss work when we're on the deck, and we don't discuss work when we're taking our walk. It's our pleasure time together, and we're truly our best
We
friends.
usually discuss food.
Yeah, what we're gonna eat.
I think we eat lunch food for breakfast.
Yeah, we
a lot.
do. We're strange.
We take a walk, a stroll, and we'll go to a 100-year-old bakery called Pazziali's, who not only has fabulous breads, but they have the best pizza squares. I'll put it up against any pizza squares in the country, to be honest. You know, we say we're gonna get one, it never happens.
So 6 in the box and 2 out, because we're going to eat them now.
And then we walk through the streets for our exercise while we're eating
We
pizza
figure we're gonna
squares.
burn it off by the time
Yeah.
we get back anyway, so it's not a big deal.
That's another food we'll pick up early in the morning, and we'll eat those on the beach for lunch or
Well, don't
something.
you think the North End is all about street food? I mean, you know.
It is. And that's, I go back to what our restaurant is. I feel like we're refined street food. They do arancinis in the street, you know, they're like baseballs. We do arancinis, which are small, which is really traditional Italian. I'm making my favorite pasta dish that I normally have for breakfast 3 or 4 days a week. We're just gonna put our pasta in first.
So Christina, you're gonna start this dish with olive oil, so I'm just gonna
Yes.
cut up some garlic for you.
Normally, when I cook with canola oil and use olive oil just as a seasoning on salads, but this dish needs a little more flavor to it.
Here's your garlic.
I throw in a few pieces of garlic. In Italy, they don't use a lot of garlic. In America, people think that you need garlic for it to be Italian. That's so not true.
What are you throwing in there?
Pino tomatoes, and then some of the Gaeta olives.
Nice. These are salted capers. We soak them overnight, and then we're just gonna drain them a little on a paper towel.
We like to use this versus a brined caper because the brine, you could actually taste some of the vinegar flavor, and it's overpowering.
I mean, if you can't get these, rinse the brined ones off, and I think that's the best thing you can do is to take some of the brine off of it.
And a little black pepper.
And just take it out of the pan like that too, because you get a little of the pasta water.
And I actually just toss it right in. You just want to give it a really good toss because you want it to stick to all the pasta.
Colors in that, huh?
It's visually beautiful.
Nice.
Look at the size I give you.
I have to fight for food in my house.
The size I give
Christine
myself.
and my brother have a habit
on.
of taking 3/4 of a dish and leaving me 1/4.
Hold on.
And notice how visually beautiful hers is, and mine is a mess. She just can't wait to get to her
tastes the
food.
same. It
No,
tastes
you
the
just
same.
can't wait to get to your food. That's what that is. Okay, that's enough.
Okay. Anybody hungry?
We're always hungry.
Breakfast is served.
You could be on food TV.
I didn't want to say it, but I didn't want you to get scared. What's in your job?
I weighed 8 pounds 2 ounces when I was born. I was 8'14". I gained 8'14" this week.